Hey, you must be here for the Cribs tour. Come on in, let's check it out. Alright, let's go. Pull off your shoes, put them over there. Watch this step, it's a doozy. We'll come down here and check it out. Let's go. Alright, you made it in. Come on in, let's check it out. Let's see what we got here. This is a nearly 200 square foot home gym mat. It's a Resilite mat. It's the high impact foam. It's been amazing on my knees. That home mat was given to me last summer by Eric and Ryan Friedman. One went to Harvard, one went to the University of Pennsylvania, and both were my students back in middle school and high school. And I am so grateful for them for giving this to me during the middle of COVID. I was using my carpet as a wrestling space and it was just crushing my knees, and I so appreciate this because this thing has been a blessing to me. These things are a staple in my wrestling room, these resistance bands. I don't use these particularly for anything special, but just to get warmed up. And this special clock, this was given to me by my good friend Harry Takesian. He was a high school teammate of mine, and he made this for me actually, and he is such a resourceful person in the wrestling community up in Massachusetts. I appreciate that from him. Let's see what we have over here, shall we? As you can imagine, I spend most of my time here on the wrestling mat, but I'm using the suplex dummy, I'm using the barbell to stay strong, stay fit, and you know, oh, you want me to throw the suplex dummy? Right now, I'm in street clothes, I have my hat on. All right, I'll do it. What kind of throw you want to see? Whoa, this thing is heavy. All right, let's do body lock. Here we go. Woo! I just picked up these squat racks pretty cheap off of Craigslist. I think I paid like 70 bucks for them. And I picked up this barbell and these weights a couple years ago. I donated one of the barbells to Nova Wrestling Club, but I kept this one for myself. And Nova Wrestling Club has graciously allowed me to use this dummy, suplex dummy, for the last year or so. I need to return that and get my own. But Cliff Keen has been a partner of mine. I got the banner hanging on the wall to remind everybody, you know, what the best wrestling apparel is in the world. It's right there, Cliff Keen, Born to Wrestle, boom. But let's see what's behind this door, shall we? Oh, it's the bathroom. But let's check out the readings we got. USA Wrestler, Win Magazine, Economist, the Foreign Service Journal, boom. It's all there, people. And now we can check out the workouts. There are so many workouts hanging on these walls. It's silly. COVID workouts, COVID-proof workouts. And then we got the battle rope. I picked this battle rope up for about 50 bucks from a former FBI agent, believe it or not. So I appreciate there's so many miles on that from him. And then my shoes of choice, the Rulons, the Snyders. These things, Olympic, these are original 2008 Olympic shoes. I've had those for so long. And my Korean shoes. I've got some other stuff here, a pair of dumbbells. This thing was given to me. You know, so a lot of this stuff was handed down to me. I got some kettlebells. These Better Bells are amazing. I did a whole review on them. These were given to me to do a demo on. I just picked this bad boy up. It's a 32 kilo kettlebell. And this is Kerry Collette's. I've been holding on to that when he went to North Carolina, and now that he's back in Maryland, I can get it back to him. But those come in extremely handy. That's a staple of my workout. All right, this side of the room is for the brain. Greco-Roman, standard excellence. This is all about Blair Academy. Jumping into plyometrics. Tao of Jeet Kune Do, Bruce Lee. Wrestling for fighting. I got Terry Fox, I've got USA Wrestling, I've got Periodization for Sports, some other good stuff. Mount St. Joe Wrestling has a strong place in my heart. Silent Gladiators is a very good book. Some travel books up there. You know, that stuff is so important. Literature is so important, whether it's about sports, whether it's about life, whether it's about fiction or anything that you desire. But it's so important to be reading and constantly informing yourself about things. I spend a lot of time right here, everybody. That computer is almost 10 years old, but it keeps me going, and it's how I communicate with everybody, get my videos uploaded and edited. And there's a special keepsake for me. You know, in 2013, wrestling was about to be cut from the Olympics, and I went to this Kapow presentation, and it blew me away. Kapow stands for Committee to Preserve Olympic Wrestling, and Bill Scher was there, Clarissa Chung, Rulon Gardner, Henry Cejudo, Terry McCoy. It was the who's who of wrestling, and it was an amazing night. I'll never forget that night, and I'll always have that thing hanging on my wall. This wall has actually shrunk a little bit. It used to have pictures all over there, but they kept falling down if I bumped into the wall. So I had to shrink it down, put this above my fireplace here. Right now I have Chance Marsteller and his brother, Johnny Stefanowicz, who is an Olympian, on the ends, and I got some Korean singlets signed up there. Olympic champion, my friend Hyungwoo Kim and Nam Kyung Jin. He signed that for me as well. And then Neil Edelberg of Maryland Wrestling, he purchased that long time ago, that photo up there. I think he said it's from Greece, and it somehow ended up in my hands. He actually bought it for one of his athletes, but somehow it ended up in my hands. And then this is 2011 Fargo National Team. There's me on the end, a young version of me 10 years ago. But there's Kyle Snyder, and I believe there was like 30 Division I athletes in this picture out of 55. Amazing. Oh yeah, I forgot about this over here. Lots of blood, sweat, and tears up on that pull-up bar. Lots of blood, sweat, and tears up there. Thanks again for checking out my crib. I greatly appreciate it. I will be open for business soon, having athletes down here. So if you need anything, let me know and we'll get it on the books.